They prioritize rebounding the basketball, and then they send everybody to the glass. A lot of guys for each of these teams goes to the board, and the work ethic is outstanding.
That hustle, and you were a hustler, but I know you admire that as much as anything, don't you?
That's a big part of rebounding, hustling.
Now here's McCollum. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Pass to Lillard, shoots the three, sinks the three-pointer.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
So the Portland Trail Blazers able to put the first points up on the board. House, the pass to Capella. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a three-point game. Anthony's shot is off. Here's Westbrook. Banked in off the glass.
Like how confident Westbrook is close to the rim. Gets high off the ground and releases his shot quickly.
Lillard from outside. And the rebound goes to the Rockets. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
And here's McCollum following Russell Westbrook's three. McCollum. Portland no good that time either.
Now, there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
McCollum kicks to Whiteside. Lillard the pass to McCollum. Lillard dishes to Whiteside. And Capella sends it back.
This is the real strength of Capella's game now. Outstanding at using his length and athleticism to block shots.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the basket by Lillard.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And the three ball is good.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's McCollum. He's a solid producer, averaging nearly 22 points a game.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
The shot by House is no good. Trail Blazers trail by 5. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And you talk about shot makers. C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
The Trail Blazers shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And when you got a team percentage of about 81%, you're going to be one of the elites in this league.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Free throw good, McCollum. And you look at the shot chart for McCollum. He's a threat grade from everywhere.
Able to hit off the bounce, pulling up. At his height, he's got to be creative, making space for his shot.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
McCollum's carved out an impressive NBA career for himself, and I think he's still ascending. He was the 10th pick in the 2013 NBA draft. He's still got plenty of upside.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Here's Capella. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And a boom it was for the Rockets to be able to keep Clint Capella. A great fit with the team and gives them exactly what they need on the interior.
No good on the free throw. And Greg Capella, who was taken near the end of the first round back in 2014 in the draft, has developed well during his time with Houston.
And Capella's game has really taken off in the last few seasons. He looks to be a double-double machine for this team for the next handful of years, and that is exactly what they need.
No good on the second free throw.
You know, he was born in Switzerland, guys. Clint Capella's had quite the journey to NBA stardom. I mean, started his pro career in France, and he was a late first-round pick in 2014.
Now here's McCollum. Three-pointer. And Kent Bazemore with the three. And it's all knotted up.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Outside Westbrook. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And a wide open look for McCollum. He drains the quick shot.
And that's an element McCollum brings to their offense, the ability to drain the outside shot. It stretches the defense and makes them keep bodies on the perimeter.
The Rockets with another miss. For Portland, they've gone 4 for 9 from the field to start this game off. The shot by Anthony, no good.
Yeah, he just flat out tricked that one, missed it, and has no one to blame but himself.
Yeah, just superb focus there from Melo, overpowering the D.
The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run, averaging about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 4 rebounds.
And you can't help but be impressed by his numbers.
You know, guys, I think he's the engine of this offense. He makes them go. Without his scoring, I think they'd be a totally different team.
Here is House. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And it's blocked. Here's Bazemore to the middle. Stolen by Westbrook. Pass to Harden. They need this. Sinks the triple. Harden's got 5.
All Harden needs is a little separation. Once the screen comes his way, he's looking to pull up.
To the inside, McCollum, and McCollum with the slam.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here is House. The Blazers getting the bucket. And here's Westbrook from the arc. But they recover it. Capella, the pass to Harden. Second chance shot, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on Damian Lillard.
You know, it's really hard to match up against Clint Capella's height and length. I mean, sometimes you got to foul him.
And with Clint Capella, it's easy to see what an important piece of this team he is.
Yeah, it really is, guys, because when he's off the floor, there's a clear difference in how his team plays. I mean, he fits in so well and gives the Rockets exactly what they need, finishing at the rim out of pick and rolls, and then a terrific rim protector as well.
The first one falls. And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Well, he might not be blocking 4 shots a game anymore, but Hassan Whiteside's still a factor in the paint defensively.
Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
Man, I tell you what, one of the things I love about Westbrook is the ferocity with which he attacks the rack. When he's driving inside, he's trying to punish the defender and the basket.
Lillard attacking. Down it goes. His third basket. He's now 3 for 4. And with Whiteside, his size and length set him apart from others defensively. Greg, even at the center position.
You just can't ignore the reach and coverage that Whiteside has when he's in the paint.
Even though the block numbers aren't what they once were, the amount of shots he changes is still very high.
The Rockets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
2 shots.
And the first one drops.
Well, you knew after the Paul George trade that the Thunder would look to sell on Westbrook as well. Just part of the rebuild at this point. His agent did well to get him to a team looking to compete. A great fit for a player in this stage of Russ's career.
And so he hits both. Clark, there are a lot of great playmakers in this NBA that sometimes we don't talk about or under the radar.
Yeah, there are. Again, there's so many outstanding players in a league of 30 teams. But, you know, Drew Holiday has been outstanding as a big playmaking guard, as good scoring the ball as he is playmaking. Draymond Green, not a guard, but makes decisions and passes the ball like a high-level guard and is extremely valuable in that Warriors attack. Those two guys are a little bit undervalued for their ability to make their teammates better.
Good point. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. They just couldn't come out of Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Little in for Kent Bazemore. And a switch here also for Houston. Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. And now here's Hezonja. Tolliver kicks to Little. The pass to Lillard. This one for 3. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Harden. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Hezonja finds Lillard. Here is Tolliver. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Eric Gordon. Harden's got 7 points in the game. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Rockets.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
Westbrook kicks to Harden. Passes to Capella. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Little with the rebound. Portland trailing here. Here's McCollum. Here's Tolliver. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. They get Russell Westbrook.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
The Trailblazers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Well, you know, for so long, Mike D'Antoni has been a vanguard on NBA offense. His teams have always played great offense, moving, spacing, dynamic players. Defense has not been at the level of offense, but I think he's actually improved as a coach in that area as well.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Trent's checked in, and it's Simons in for Lillard. Tolliver hits them both. And Clark, part of it for D'Antoni is that he is delegating defensive duties.
Yeah, and I like that, Kevin. He's made sure to have a defensive coordinator on his staff, delegating that role and responsibility. He thinks and knows that his team is better off that way.
Cephalosha misses. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Pass to Hezonja. There's the dish to Tolliver. Pass to Simons. Here's Trent. 4 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Little. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
Now Rivers. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Grizzlies in Memphis.
And he passed the ball so well in that game, keeping everybody involved, even as he was racking up all those points.
The Rockets again can't hit.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
Little passes to Hazanya. Here's Trent, covered by Cephalosha. Yep, that one goes in there. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Now here's Gordon. He's guarded closely. It's deflected. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The basket counts and 1. They'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Portland.
Great hustle defensively through the first half, contesting everything and racking up the block shots.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
And the free throw, no good. And Clark, when you look at how the game has changed, if you were entering the league today, how would you reshape your skill set?
Well, the biggest part would be expanding my shooting range. I was a good shooter at the time that I played, but would need to expand it and was just starting to stretch out my shooting to the three-point line. And then also defensively be
On the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Rockets trail by 8. 1:49 left to play here in the first. Ball's knocked loose. To the left side wing. Here's Simons. And he can extend the lead to double digits.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
and a trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And the pass to Tolliver. Pass to Hazanya. It's rebounded by McLemore. Houston's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range in the first quarter. Hazanya with the ball. Now defended by McLemore. Here's Little. And it's Little finishing it off.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
So it's the Rockets now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. A nice shot by Rivers.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
Well, the size mismatch is no problem for this fella, guys. I mean, how much do you like seeing that aggressiveness from him?
And now here's Hazanya. Here's Simons. And Chandler sends it back.
And how about the basketball IQ of Chandler? Just knows exactly when to sky and commit to blocking shots.
Now here's Gordon. 1 second left. And so it's the Portland Trailblazers in the driver's seat, up 8 points.
And for superstar players like Westbrook, individual greatness isn't enough. It's about elevating the team around them.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Houston, they've got McLemore, Chandler out there with Cephalosha. Then there's Gordon, and it's Rivers in at point guard. Now here's Rivers. Takes the 13-footer. The rebound by Hezonja. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Here's Trent, guarded by McLemore. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Trent can't hit. And here's Sefolosha. He brings it up for the Rockets. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Here's Simons. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. Hezonja kicks to Little. Pass to Tolliver. Just 5 to shoot. Score of the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And when the size advantage is as big as it was there, I mean, that's exactly what he's supposed to do in that situation.
Rivers dishes to Gordon. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Chalk up 2 there.
And Gordon's so efficient as a scorer, especially from the mid-range where he's almost automatic.
Well, Eric Gordon is the kind of player that you absolutely do not go under on a screen. He'll pull up from deep.
Yeah, he's got great range, and you watch the former Hoosier shoot, and you see how much he uses his legs. Gordon's liable to take a shot from any distance in the gym. I mean, he's got that kind of range, and his form is very efficient, and his confidence is sky high.
Inside, shoots a fader, and Hezonja gets it to go. Hezonja's got his second bucket of the night.
And Hezonja knows how to get himself going on offense. You like to see that.
Rivers finds Gordon. Shoots from 12. Kept alive. Chandler. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over group. So for the Rockets. Now that we have a second, let's take a quick peek at the rebounding numbers for the last handful of seasons for Capella.
On the boards, he's been a much bigger presence these last few years than he had been prior. And he can be counted on now to make an impact with his rebounding. And that's a product of all the work he's put in down low.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Pass to Lillard. For 3. It's not going to go for him. And Houston the other way now. Harden inside the three-point line. Good. It's a nice assist from Westbrook. Now it's just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
Love the speed with which Harden gets his shot off. Timing his release beautifully off the pass. Nice stuff.
And that one's good. Lillard.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Outside Westbrook. Here's Capella. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A moment here to look at some numbers for James Harden. He's been getting about 37 a night, 7 assists and 6 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
That free throw, no good. Mark, we're seeing more and more young coaches in the NBA. You think this is a trend? Is it completely circumstantial? What's your view on that?
Well, I think you've got more younger coaches that are capable and able to coach. And the league is quite young, too. I think it's a current trend. But we've seen that before in decades past when it seems the wave of coaches are younger. I think it's more or less kind of the cycle of life that we see across a lot of different industries.
And it's been talked about for some time, but last summer the Heat finally decided to pull the trigger on Hassan Whiteside. Traded to Portland for Leonard and Harkless. Whiteside and the Heat had soured on each other in the trade. A chance for both sides to have a fresh start.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, I tell you what, you just cannot help but be in awe of the offensive dominance James Harden's had over the last few years. I mean, he's done so much for this team and done it with both his scoring and playmaking.
First one falls for him. And when you look at usage rates, Harden is the offense for this team.
Yeah, you look at Harden's numbers over the last few years, and it has been absolutely ridiculous what he's done. I mean, there's no player who's had a better 3-year stretch in the history of the league. 30-plus points per game seasons the last few years, the near triple-double the year before. I mean, he's a marked man for every opponent, and he's still been able to put up these kinds of numbers. Absolutely amazing.
Now, here's Lillard. He picked up 30 points in their last win against Charlotte.
And if you look at his free throw numbers, you can see what kind of pressure he put on the defense. He was in attack mode all night long.
And it's the Rockets with the ball, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. Westbrook scanning the floor. They get it back. Capella, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Capella's got 5.
Well, Capella's tenacity is so impressive. I mean, he's got an unlimited abundance of energy when it comes to offensive rebound.
It's McCollum with the drive, and he gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 3.
Beautiful pick by Anthony.
Harden against McCollum. And Anthony sends it back. Now here's Bazemore. Not a lot of room. It's good on the putback.
And the presence of Whiteside in the paint, really unreal. He is a dominant figure down low. Great work to grab that second chance opportunity.
Now here's Harden. He's got 9. For 3, Westbrook. And it's Hassan Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
And looking at the real stats, real scores from the real NBA, we can see the teams that make the most of their trips to the foul line. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
You can't be careless when you play them. I mean, no wasted opportunities at the line. It's a team effort, and they're getting it done.
First free throw is good. And so McCollum nails both of them. And so it's Houston with it. Outside Westbrook. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple. Westbrook's got 17 now.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
Lillard, the pass to McCollum. That shot missing. Good work defensively by Capella. Rockets trail by 4. Here's Westbrook. Nice D from Lillard.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
That bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And how about Lillard just being aggressive here on offense? He can heat up quickly, just super efficient, and a high IQ score.
Westbrook missing again.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
The Trailblazers had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
One way to protect the lead, knock down those free throws, and 100% free throwing for the quarter, that's superb.
And he can't hit the second. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Trailing here by 8. Dishes it to House. Clock at 6. The pass to Capella. Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. And it's Westbrook again missing. Bazemore with it. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. And here is Anthony. Here's Whiteside on the jam by Whiteside.
And Hassan Whiteside in this deep, forget about it, Kevin. I mean, he's great at getting inside and finishing with force.
Passes it to House. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
A moment now to see the numbers for Capella. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 4th in rebounding, 5th in field goal percentage, and of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And he's so explosive, so hungry. You really can't keep him off the glass when he wants to get there. That's why he's top 5 in rebounding. 2 open that time, made it look too easy. McCollum's got the lead up to 12 now for Portland.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Simply taking advantage of what the defense has given them, and they've really made the most of it.
Here's Capella. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Damian Lillard.
Man, it's nice to see Capella get that deep position inside, and then he's able to draw the foul as he forces the defense to whack him.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
And his performance at the stripe hasn't been what I'd call outstanding in this game so far.
Well, perhaps he can settle into a better rhythm as we get a little bit deeper into this ball game. Guys, I think free throw shooting, and Steve, you can speak to this, is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
He misses the free throw.
And as many times as we've seen him at the free throw line tonight, I think by now we know what's going to happen.
And he sinks the second. Fans are always trying to distract opposing players during free throws. Have you ever seen that work in an arena?
No, I think it's just a nice workout for the fans, Kevin, quite honestly. I mean, if a guy misses, it's not because the fans have gone crazy behind the basket. It's because he shot it left or right or short or long. It's not because of the fans being on top of him, at least in my opinion.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's Anthony for 3. Rockets with the rebound. Al Harden, 9 points in the game so far. Here's Westbrook. Count that one. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
One of the things you've got to admire and respect about him is his aggressiveness at the offensive end. Always.
And here's Portland. They're on a 17-6 run. Bazemore passes to Whiteside. He dishes it to Lillard. Steps back and shoots. Rebounded by Tucker.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
As a defender, he's going to just be a bothersome, worrisome guy. making you miserable all night. A hand in your face on every jump.
Now here's Lillard. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Anthony can't hit.
Frozen. Guy is just ice cold, unable to contribute offensively.
Westbrook wide open. He fired. Nails the wide open jump shot. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter. McCollum against Harden. The feed to Lillard. Miss number 7 from the field. He's also made 7. Harden against McCollum. Harden draws the double. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That one's on Anthony.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
For Houston, they have shot 50% from the line, 6 of 12 so far. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Whiteside. Hezonja comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Little, he's checked in for Kent Bazemore. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The free throw drops for Russell Westbrook.
And Russell Westbrook is as explosive a guard as we've seen in the history of the game. An incredibly gifted scorer who can also punch it on you.
Here's Simons. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Gets an open look and hits. McCollum's got 14 points.
Seems like he can't miss right now, guys. I mean, completely in the zone this quarter.
Here's Westbrook, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And really, the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
Down low, here's Hezonja. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, Hezonja has no fear at all. He's not afraid of the contact when he's going to the shot.
The Trailblazers have gone 7 of 9 from the free throw line tonight.
Number 2.
That's good from Hezonja.
And, you know, Hezonja plays with a lot of flair, an exciting player who brings a ton of energy to the court.
Thabo Sefolosha has checked in for P.J. Tucker. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here's Westbrook. He's got 26. 1:16 left in the first half of basketball. Gordon with no one around. Kept alive by Houston. Now here's McLemore. He is guarded by McCollum. They shoot again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Nasir Little picks one up.
Gordon's got a great ability to draw contact. You got to respect that. He's an aggressive scorer who makes it tough on the defense, even if they get physical with him.
And he can't get the first one. Now, when he came into the league, Eric Gordon was tagged as a shooter. Now he's been shooting more than ever.
And Gordon, the last few seasons, has been shooting, how about this, over 8 threes a game. His success rate with them has gone up and down over the years, but one thing is for sure, he always has the green light.
Good on the second free throw.
Really appreciate the all-around game of Gordon. He's an underrated defender, but a dynamic scorer.
It's McCollum on the wing, covered by Sefolosha. Count that one.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Rockets trail by 10. Now here's Westbrook. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game.
You know, the athletic game of Chandler helps tremendously. He's awesome at flying up to complete alley-oops.
Here's Simons after the made shot from Tyson Chandler. Trailblazers moving the ball around. And it's Simons missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
A three from McCollum. Drills it from outside. McCollum's got 19 points. C.J. McCollum, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Portland Trailblazers. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David, ball for you, 2 quarters in the books. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Houston Rockets. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Kent Bazemore is out there with Anthony, and it's Whiteside in its center. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
That one falls. McCollum's got 21.
His mid-range shot is very solid. I mean, for some reason, the defense let him have it.
McCollum against Harden. Launches it. Capella, and it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 8.
Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Lillard from outside. The Rockets pull it in. Capella's got 15 rebounds here tonight. Here's Westbrook. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Lillard against Westbrook. Pulls from the top of the key. That shot is off. And the Rockets take it the other way. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At the line for the Rockets, Daniel House. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for House. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Trailblazers leading by 4. Anthony, the pass to Bazemore. Lillard from outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
And, you know, he's a guy who knows how to defend the three-point shot. He's not going to just give it to you. He's going to make you earn it.
Now here's McCollum, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Pass to Lillard. It doesn't go for him. Good D by Westbrook.
You know, it hasn't been his best outing, but they still find themselves in the driver's seat here.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Now here's McCollum. He's covered closely. Missed inside.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
And you know what? He's not going to give up an easy finish at the rim. I mean, that's just against his constitution. He's a high percentage scorer for a reason now. Capella, an alley-oop specialist.
Pass to Whiteside. Kicks to Lillard. Trying to end the drought. Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 19 now. Incredible board work.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Stolen by Tucker. Westbrook up top. He is guarded by McCollum for the lead. That one's not going to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. And here we go. Harden heading to the hoop. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Harden's got 11 points.
And Harden continues to work on his defense.
Austin Rivers, he's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And Clark, last year Harden was quoted in saying, most players don't really love basketball.
Well, I don't know about most. That seems a bit extreme. Maybe he feels that they don't love it as much as he does, which certainly you could understand. But I can say that very few players have the drive and determination to improve their game the way Harden has. That's part of why he's been an MVP.
6 for 10 with that shot going in. That's a good game for a lot of guys. Portland with the ball. Trent passes to Whiteside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Houston. Tucker's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No luck for him this half after being outstanding from outside the arc in the first half.
Rivers finds Harden. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
Now here's Anthony. Steady offensive output from him, averaging more than 16 points a game. Here's Trent. 5 to shoot. Back to Anthony. Here's Whiteside. Nails the baby hook. Whiteside's got the game tied up here for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Harden. 15 points in the game. Here's Rivers. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Harden's got 3 assists tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Here's Lillard. He's got 19. Good work defensively by Capella. Rockets on offense. They're on a 17-6 run. Yep, that one goes. Now it's a 4-point Rocket lead.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Out to the right wing. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by Clint Capella. Capella's got his 20th rebound here tonight. Saw that coming. Here is House. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game.
And what a journey it's been for Austin Rivers since being drafted 10th overall back in 2012. Looked like he might not have what it takes to be an NBA player early, but he persevered and is now an integral part of this group.
Shooting 2.
Throw good, James Harden. And with Rivers, he's never given up on himself and continued to add to his game. Even, Greg, as he's gone from team to team.
You know, he's shown that he can function as either the point or off guard and still give great production from either spot. And as he grows older, you could see him being a top-level 6th man for the rest of his career.
Harden hits them both.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Tolliver dishes to Anthony. Now the pass to Trent. Fires for three. Rockets with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Loving the energy right now here in the third quarter as they try to take control of this game.
And I really think this is the time to do it because this is a real important juncture in the ball game right here.
What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Rockets?
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
And Portland making a change here. Hezonja's checked in.
And they didn't shoot it very well from the line in the first half, but they've gotten much better since halftime, and it's helped them to secure the lead.
Here's Simons. Lays it up off the glass. Simons has got his second bucket of the game to go.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Here's Harden. And he uses the glass on the layup. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Houston.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Passes it to Trent. Here's Simons. Shoots the three. James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Here's Trent. Pass to Simons. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Harden left side. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yes.
Harden's got 17 points here in the second half.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end.
It's good, and the Rocket lead is cut down to 11 on the bucket from Hezonja. Gordon with it. He has 5. Kicks it out to Harden. Fades away. But they'll get another chance.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Houston. McLemore has come in for Austin Rivers. For 3, Gordon. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got his 4th assist in this one.
And really, the three-point shot is Gordon's specialty, Kevin. When he squares himself up, there's a real high chance he's dropping it in.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 21. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Here's McLemore. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
Nasir Little picks one up.
At the line for the Rockets, Ben McLemore. At the line for 2.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for the Rockets. And McLemore drops them both. Trailblazers trail by 16.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
McCollum right side. Lets it go with a three. It's hauled in by Clint Capella.
And he's really trying to get them back into it, but the results just have not been there.
Goes up the baseline. And he overshot that one, missing.
He has to make that one. I mean, you have to make the defense pay when they slough off of you like that.
Pass to McCollum. Back to Hezonja. He kicks it to McCollum.
2 minutes.
Over McLemore. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 23 points.
Whoa, he really got his defender on his heels on that one. What a fantastic play, guys.
Harden draws the double. And there's the pass to Capella. Outside Gordon. From down in the low post, it goes. Gordon's got 10.
Love seeing Gordon work in the pick and roll. Great at pulling up to shoot once the screen comes his way.
It's stolen by McLemore. And here we go. McLemore heading to the hoop. And it's good. 2 points. McLemore's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Here's Simons, and there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Anthony's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And the Rockets making a change here as well. Westbrook's checked in. And 1:01 left to play in the third. Tolliver kicks to Little. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Greg, let's take a look at Nasir Little. More power and athleticism at this point than skill, wouldn't you say?
I mean, no doubt. As an amateur, he could rely on the physical gifts to dominate. But in the NBA, you have to be able to shoot and handle with confidence. I think Little will get there because he has a tremendous work ethic.
The free throw drops for Little. And so he makes both from the line. Rockets leading by 16. There's 45 seconds left to play in the third. Westbrook can't get it to go. Anthony, the pass to McCollum. Kicks to Little. Passes it to Tolliver. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Clint Capella.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Anthony Tolliver at the line for 2.
That free throw good from Tolliver. Tolliver hits them both.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Bucket is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. From the arc. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Rockets lead by 16. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Rockets. The forwards are Gordon and Tucker. Russell Westbrook out there with Ben McLemore, and it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. And it's in there.
A natural score. Give McCollum any room to get his shot off, and he's going to let it fly.
Here's Westbrook. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Simons has got 4 rebounds now tonight. They get a hand on it. Anthony. And a foul call. Almost got it to go in, but he'll go to the line for 2.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
The first one falls. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for the Rockets. Shoots. Little with the rebound. Little's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Your Trailblazers, Nasir Little. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one for the Trailblazers. Hassan Whiteside comes in for Anthony Tolliver. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simmons. Daniel House has checked in for the Rockets. He's perfect from the line this time. Rockets leading by 10. Outside Westbrook. Pass to McLemore. Back to Westbrook and stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. And Lillard throws it down.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
I didn't think it was going to happen for them, quite honestly, but they finally turned it on, turned it up a little bit. Now they've got to come up with some stops.
Blazers on offense. They've got an 8-0 run inside. Rebounded by Tucker. Tucker's got 7 rebounds in the game. Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
Got that one up quick. 24 points for Damian Lillard.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw.
Up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He said, keep grinding. We're in good shape. Things aren't always going to go perfectly. Don't let that slow you down. Let's just stick to what got us here. Kevin, we'll see if they can build on this lead.
All right, thank you, David. And so here is Houston following the miss by Carmelo Anthony. Here's Westbrook. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
And they're really in a good position here, thanks in part to the way he's been able to score the basketball.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Portland?
We've seen them make the extra effort from a defensive standpoint, closing out airspace and sending shots back.
And guys, I think you've got to give them credit for the number of steals they've taken away. I mean, a lot of effort on the defense from them tonight.
And Portland with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Here's Whiteside. Rockets with the rebound. Tucker's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Greg, and that's been the key to this lead. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Here's Capella. It's good. And the Rockets lead by 10.
Boy, he's a powerful presence with great length. Capella can make things happen inside for sure.
Pass to Bazemore. To the inside. It's stolen by Capella. And here we go. Fast break. McLemore's got it. The dish now to Westbrook. And again, the Rockets good for 2.
And Westbrook is a terror from the mid-range. Terrific at sticking it to the defense from that spot on the floor.
Westbrook against Lillard. And here's Bazemore. Count it from 12.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And here's Westbrook from the arc. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 10. Here's Anthony. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. 6 points for Carmelo Anthony.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
They get the rebound. Capella, count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And doing a really good job here of pounding it inside in the second half. Sound strategy with the lead.
One shot.
And that one misses. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points, so 1 free throw coming up.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
One shot.
A free throw drops for Russell Westbrook. Trailblazers trail by 11. There's the pass to Whiteside. Anthony left side. Passes it to Bazemore. Jacks up a 3. That one, no good. And it's Houston the other way. They led by as many as 18 points. Tucker with the ball. Anthony on him. Tucker can't get it to go. Portland's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the 4th. Here's Bazemore. It's rebounded by Houston.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Outside Westbrook. The Rockets with the new 14. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Capella. And the Rockets making a change here. Harden's checked in. He doesn't get the second one. Trailblazers trail by 12. Here's McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Taking 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Here's Westbrook. Shoots from the baseline, and that's good for 2. Westbrook's got 14 points here in the second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
Shooting for Portland, C.J. McCollum. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. And he sinks the second. And it's Harden with the ball for the Houston Rockets. They led by as many as 18 points. And Whiteside sends it back.
And Whiteside takes great pride in rejecting shots. Outstanding at getting his arms up and denying shooters.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Here is Harden. The Blazers getting the bucket. Now Tucker. Pass to House. Shot clock at 3. That's tipped and stolen by Bazemore. The shot by Lillard wide open. Offensive rebound. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Shooting for Portland, Carmelo Anthony. At the line for 2.
That's good from Anthony. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Westbrook. He tries for 3, buries it from three-point range. Westbrook's got 43 points.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Right side against Capella. Right side, no good.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Man, you got to admire how easily Westbrook takes over games. I mean, an offensive juggernaut who is tenacious when it comes to scoring.
Here's McCollum, following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Over Harden. Goes up again, and Capella sends it back. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Lays it up and banks it in. Harden's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
Three-pointer, Lillard. That shot, no good. And Houston the other way now. Here's Westbrook. Good D by McCollum. Trailblazers trail by 15. Anthony, the pass to Lillard. Looking to end the run, and he lays it up and in. Lillard's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Westbrook, no good.
And maybe, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Harden the pass to Tucker, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, hard to corral the energy that P.J. Tucker plays with, and he gets in there and mixes it up, and he'll go to the line. Well, how can you not get excited about the way P.J. Tucker plays defense? Takes on all comers, great intensity. He really is the leader of his team defensively.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And with Tucker Clark in his defense, he'll pump his team up with his play.
That's a big reason, guys, why he sees so many minutes every game. I mean, his rotations are on time. He's got excellent hands, which allow him to force turnovers. But I think it's his intensity that sets him apart.
Little, he's checked in for Portland. Both free throws good from Tucker.
Starting out in the D-League, then bouncing around the international circuit, Tucker took the long, hard road to get here.
Now here's Little. Now here's McCollum. And Whiteside stays right with it.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the boards.
Yeah, but down the stretch here.
Rockets leading by 13. Outside Westbrook. Lob pass to Capella. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. It's McCollum on the wing. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. And that's 31 points for C.J. McCollum. Here's Westbrook. Here's Harden on the wing. Connects from three-point range. Harden's got 7 points for the quarter.
And Harden is a laser, a straight-out gunner from deep, has confidence in his long ball, and, you know, the defense has to get out on him from out there.
Now, here's Lillard. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. The wing jumper off target. Trailblazers trail by 10. Anthony finds Lillard. Puts up a 3. Here's Whiteside. Lost contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
The only way he was getting to the hoop was to use the double clutch.
You know, guys, you got to give much respect to the length of Whiteside. I mean, he's a hulking 7-footer who takes a lot of pride in being the defensive anchor for this team.
Now here's Harden. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter, and he banks in the layup. Harden's got 35 in the game. Lillard against Westbrook. Charity stripe shot. It's good. And the Rocket lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Damian Lillard.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Now here's Westbrook. Here's Harden. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. And it's... McCollum kicks to Whiteside. And the officials call a traveling violation. Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Houston now. They led by as many as 18 points. Frazier right side. That shot off.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
Not by a long shot. It's all but official.
And Brown throws it down hard.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simply.
And so it's Houston with it. The Blazers getting the bucket. From 12 feet out. That's a 2 from Sefolosha. Bullseye.
Tom Sefolosha. The assist.
Tolliver for 3. The shot will not fall. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go